is on the table, nothing is off limits. Anything and everything under the sun would be covered. Topics ranging from politics, economy, people's pulse, public mood, NRI associations, non-profit organizations, you name it, we have it covered. Tonight's topic is about the recently held elections in 5 states of Bharat: Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Goa, and Manipur. Wow, what an election, what a mandate. We've seen Bharatiya Janata Party storming to power in Uttar Pradesh. Bharatiya Janata Party and its allies got 325 seats, and Bharatiya Janata Party alone got 312 seats. That's historic in the history of independent India. No other party got so many seats alone in Uttar Pradesh. And we've seen Samajwadi Party got 47 seats, and Congress got relegated with 7 seats, which is about 6% vote share. And BSP got around 20 seats. In Uttarakhand, BJP formed the government again with a ridiculous number of seats, 57. And in Punjab, Indian National Congress got a stupendous victory with about 77 seats. Akali Dal and its allies got around 18 seats, and Aam Aadmi Party and its allies got 22 seats. So pretty much Akali Dal and Aam Aadmi Party got around the same number of seats. Again, in Goa and Manipur, Congress was the largest party with the largest number of seats. However, Bharatiya Janata Party formed the government in both the states. Looking at these numbers, one cannot resist but say Modi wave is sweeping the country. Is country being modified under Modi's leadership? Tonight, we're going to talk about PPP. No, PPP does not mean public-private partnership, which with Mr. Modi says. PPP is people, parties, and predictions. We'll analyze depending on the time, we'll analyze all the 5 states and what happened, why were the predictions right or why were the predictions wrong, and what's the people's mandate. Before starting the show, let me introduce the panelists. We have Mr. Gunjan Mishra from Bharatiya Janata Party, and we have Mr. Junaid Qazi, representing Congress. He is the past president of Indian National Overseas Congress USA, and we have Pulkit, representing Aam Aadmi Party. Hello all. Welcome to our show.
Thanks for having me.
Gunjan, let's start with you.
Sure.
Because we're going to start with Uttar Pradesh.
Sure.
What happened? First of all, congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thanks.
And what exactly happened?
Well, I think it was we had a landslide, obviously. I think it is the mandate of the people that have in true sense reposed their faith in Modi and his prime ministership. We have had about 15 years of alternate Sapa, Baspa and Sapa rule. And the kind of steps that were taken, kind of policies that were implemented, they were not in tune with the rest of the India. As you see, we have a NDA government in center, and then they have their vision for new India, the development. The Uttar Pradesh as such was lagging in almost all the aspects. Aspirations of millions of people were just lagging behind. So I think people collectively were so angered by what they were seeing around them, and the youth of that state. It was a collective, reposed faith in Modi nomics, Modi politics, and Modi prime ministership, and we are absolutely delighted, and we think that is the way to go.
Okay, all right. So, before we delve deep into that, Junaid, what do you think? What happened to Congress in Uttar Pradesh? We're going to focus on Uttar Pradesh now, and we'll move on to the states.
Thank you for TV5 for this panel. We must discuss and reach out to the people and tell them what is going on in our country. Uttar Pradesh election was completely a different election than any other state. Indian politics start from Uttar Pradesh and run by the Uttar Pradesh. It was a landslide from Bharatiya Janata Party. Yes, Bharatiya Janata Party got mandate, and it was unexpected from Congress Party that we will be losing that many seats. And I wrote my comments and to my own party. I said, you know what? First of all, Congress made the mistake to shaking the hand with Samajwadi Party. It was the bad move.
I think Alliance had a.
It was a bad move because during the Samajwadi Party, Congress was protesting against him and
opposing it. Yep.
For the food bill and land acquisition. We were fighting with that Congress people,
Yep.
getting beat up and
Yep.
went to the jail. So why they make the alliance with Samajwadi Party? They would be better off making the alliance with RLD or BSP. They would have more seat.
Apna
Right. So that was the bad move by the Congress party. And after that, in my party, I have to say it, advisor for Mr. Rahul
Rahul
Gandhi
Gandhi.
was not good advisor.
Sure enough,
They
yeah.
did not do it right. But mandate, Bharatiya Janata Party got the mandate, and it was a clear majority. So, and on the top of that, I have to give the credit to Mr. Narendra Modi as a PM. He reached out to the people in the gullies and mohallas and gaon as a prime minister. That's itself a big deal.
He went to Varanasi state for 3 days.
Right. It's a prime minister going and asking for the vote. That shows the hard work and then concern to win the state. And we failed to achieve that goal. But every state, every party should have the chance to run the state. Let's see what Bharatiya Janata Party will do, but they're saying it.
Right. On that alliance topic, let me add one more thing. This has been, I think, personally, a consistent ideological problem with Congress. Congress seems to, the goal of Congress is, I don't think goal of Congress is winning. I think goal of Congress is to defeat Bharatiya Janata Party. If you look at the alliance history, in West Bengal, it allied with communists. Right. In Bihar, it allied with the JDU and RJD.
Right.
So I think what's happening is Congress is in a state of ideological dilution.
Right.
Because every single state, I think it wants to, and I don't blame, every party wants to win, but the goal of a party should be to win, not defeating the opponent. What do you think?
No, 100% right. But this election, what we learned from this election, Uttar Pradesh is divided in many caste, creed, and different
Right.
divisions.
Subcastes.
Right, subcaste. You have Yadav vote, Pandit vote,
Jatav.
the Dalit vote, Yadav, the different, Jat vote.
Muslims.
And Muslims. So the Muslim vote goes to the Muslim, Jat vote goes to the Jat candidate, Yadav goes to Samajwadi Party,
Yep.
Pandit goes to the BJP.
BJP.
It was, but this election, what it says, now, everybody voted to Bharatiya Janata Party.
Yep.
Dalit went to Bharatiya Janata, which was unexpected.
Unexpected.
BSP was doing, it was like pocket for the BSP. All the Yadav goes to BJP. Jat went to
Jat.
BJP.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was good thing.
Even a significant Muslim share.
Yes,
went to-
it's good thing that all the people voted one mandate to the one party. Let's see, but again, if you have absolute majority with weak opposition,
Yeah.
it's a recipe of the disaster itself. Because now Bharatiya Janata Party will do whatever they want to do, and then you have weak opposition. You have to have, in the democracy, you have to have the check and balance. You have to have the right opposition to protest and to say, you know what, you're stopping, you cannot do this thing. But right now, it's a bad time. Let's see if Bharatiya Janata Party, what they sold the dream to the country, to the youth. Mr. Prime Minister sold the dream that, you know what, I will do this, I will do that. But it didn't come through right now. And demonetization of the money was one of the biggest drawback for the economy, and every economist said that this is wrong, that was not good, but still Bharatiya Janata Party got the mandate.
Yeah, I would just like to differ there. If you look at the Q4 numbers, the recent released numbers, after demonetization, the GDP went up, number one. Number two, most of the political pundits got wrong. They thought demonetization would put a dent in Bharatiya Janata Party's electoral chances of
It
winning,
did, yeah.
but it did not.
No, it
People
did
did
not.
not use demonetization or did not think of that as
But-
a factor in voting.
But Arun, you know what? You will not see in a shorter time,
Mhm.
but you will see it in longer time. It will impact the economy. It will, because right now in 2.5 years, if you see how many industries came and what is the revenue coming to the country, it's not even moving, because there's no industry, new industries going up. People are still waiting and sitting, and then they're thinking what they're gonna do.
Right.
So it's a time, wait and watch.
Right.
Time is there.
Pulkit from Aam Aadmi Party. I know your party did not contest
Mhm.
Uttar Pradesh, but what's your general opinion on this?
So I would like to add some points over here. First of all, I wish them the best for winning by landslide, but you have to look at more than just the number of seats. If you go down into the vote percentage, Bharatiya Janata Party lost 1.5%. I mean, that's my analysis. I am an analysis guy, right? And if you look at the vote share of BSP, Congress, and Samajwadi Party combined, they have more vote share, 41%. So, I mean, somehow, whatever the politics happened or whatever alliances happened, they went their way. I mean, probably Congress didn't did the right alliances, whatever. It's their way of thinking about it. But basically, what happened in Bihar, the Mahagathbandhan that happened in with the right parties, all three of them coming together. Over here, it was three parties fighting an election.
I don't think that the right is the right word in Bihar, because Lalu Prasad Yadav from RJD and from Nitish Kumar from JDU, they're always opposing each other, and even Congress was not with them. Obviously, it's a different party, but just right before elections, they all came together. So right is not the right word, but yeah, for electoral alliance, yeah, I agree. Gunjan,
Yes.
so the question to you is okay, there was Modi wave, we all
Right.
know that. Why was there a Modi wave? What worked in his favor? Why did they vote for Modi?
Well, there are a lot of factors for the Modi wave, but we'll start with a few points. It seems that people have a very good perception of his personal integrity. So there's a tendency to trust him. There's a trust factor that works with everybody that he brings in,
Why are they trusting him?
because of his track record. His
Okay.
track record has been that whatever he has said, he has delivered, and plus his personal image is immaculate.
Can
No, I did not interrupt
okay.
you, please.
Okay.
His personal
Yeah.
image is immaculately.
I know where Junaid has a problem. Delivered, I think that's where he has a problem.
Well,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
we all have a
I
problem.
know. Yeah, we'll get there.
No, what I'm saying is that his track record as a chief minister, his track record as a two and a half years of his prime ministership, that on every front, there's not a front in which he has backed down, or he has did something else that he said he wouldn't do, or he said something that he did. But so there is a trust factor there, and you have to understand from this perspective also that the electorate nowadays are smart. You cannot sell them the 20th century and 19th century's ideas. The politicians, either Sapa, Baspa or Congress, they are so disconnected with the reality that they don't know what they're talking about.
Some leaders think the voters are not smart. I'll get to that point later, but you go.
But yeah, so voters are smart nowadays. They realize that in the 15 years of Sapa Baspa alternate rules, there was policy making, and there was a section of the society, section of the vote bank that was getting everything. The rest of them, even though they were at the time of the voting, they were given sold other dreams, but when it came to actually the things which matter, the policy preferences never reached out to them. Any benefit of the policies never reached out to a large mass. So I think that was a mass, even in the backward caste, you can say, or in the scheduled caste. They both realized that, look, no matter what happens, we are never going to go to what been promised. So I think this time everybody rose up and said, enough with this caste politics. We are going with a person who is going to take everybody together and has a vision for India, which I think he just said also, New India vision. So I think people have reposed faith and his connectivity, his personal integrity, And I think these are the factors that really made the mood in favor of Modi ji.
Junaid, I know you had a bit of a disagreement there. What is it? I know you're smiling, so you have
No,
something.
I mean, the thing is, right now, whatever Bharatiya Janata Party, they've been saying it, they came with the dream to the youth, to the country. They started from many promises, but in 2.5 years, there's not even one promise was delivered. I'm not going to go in item by item, but what I see, it was just like a dream. And country wants to see the change because it was anti-incumbency from the Congress party 10 years, and prior to that, country wants to see the change. Country give the chance to Mr. Modi, and he got the mandate. After that, we have to give him the chance. But what I see, I told you again, extreme or absolute majority is the recipe of the disaster if you have the weak, and if you don't have the enough seats in Raj Sabha and Lok Sabha to challenge and to stop the bill that you want to change the country in different ways. But we will see in 2.5 years more, now 2.5 years more,
Right.
what Mr. Modi can deliver to the country.
Right. Just to add, I slightly disagree with you, Junaid, just a little bit, because some schemes introduced by Modi were very impactful, like Mudra scheme, the Jan Dhan thing, the LPG subsidy thing.
But I mean, this is how do you hype it? Bharatiya Janata Party know how to present. They are very good to sell it. But end of the day, this is all the policies were started from the Congress party. Jan Dhan, Gramin Yojana.
How do you guys know they sell it? Because you guys have experience in selling for the past 60 years?
No, we've been Congress, whatever Congress did, now country did not change in 2.5 years.
Correct.
Now you could proudly say that I'm Indian and we are Indian because Congress performed the work. Okay, we had the problems. Every party has it. UPA has different parties, people in the government,
yeah.
and everybody has chance to say or stop it. Congress did the wonderful work for the country, and now where the country is. In 2.5 years, you said, you know what, rocket went to Mars, or all the nonsense thing. Mr. Modi did it.
No, correct. No, that's because things change with technology. There were no rockets
Technology-
sent in 1952 when the first
Technology
elections were
was
held.
done by Rajiv Gandhi. Oh, Mr. Modi did it. Okay, so now you can give the credit.
And Pulkit is smiling.
Yes, I have lots of points
Yeah, go ahead.
and would like to add.
Sure.
So, first of all, yes, there's a Modi image, no doubt about it. And yes, I agree, no delivery we are not seeing anything.
Promises.
So, like, just to give you a few examples, talk about Banaras Ganga.
Mhm.
Crores of rupees have been out there. Talk to any person from Varanasi. He won't be able to say anything changed. You brought about the point of Jan Dhan. If you might have heard what SBI chairman has been saying recently, we are raising the
Arundhati
fees
Bhattacharya.
because, why? Because there's a cost to run the Jan Dhan accounts. That's what they are saying. So these are the schemes. They were not implemented correctly. There's no money in the Jan Dhan accounts. People are really not using it. They used it for, like, they will have insurance, but then when they realize there will be no insurance benefit as well, there's a zero balance accounts running.
Right,
which is
just
creating
one
a
point
fee.
on the Jan Dhan, from people perspective, not from
Yeah.
any party.
Mhm.
I think, again, the intent of Jan Dhan, I like the intent because he brought many the poor communities, or who never saw a bank or who did not have access to a bank. He brought them into the main banking financial stream. So he kind of made sure they're also included in the mainstream. That way, he exposed the other people who have been, I would not say marginalized, but not.
Sorry to interrupt, but
No, go ahead,
I would agree. But there's financial, when you do financial
Right.
inclusion, right? You try to ensure that people who are farmers are getting loans. They're still not getting loans. Talk to people in UP. Talk to people in Amritsar. I was there recently. India just came back from India. Demonetization. Everyone is talking about. Yes, we have lost 50% of the business recently. That's what the reality is. I mean, yes, there was a very good image made around it. initially I thought it might be a good move, but the kind of the GDP numbers we are talking about, it seems like completely perched up. How can your economy grow
Correct.
Yeah.
when most of your traders are saying that we have lost our business?
It
Talk
just-
to anyone on the ground.
Right. Yeah, we have a lot more other states to cover. So, you want to add anything else, Gunjan?
Well, I think they're talking about, I don't know, the failures, because they have just seen the failures. They want to highlight the failures. That's all they've been doing. And that's why people are rejecting their views and claims and their visions. The policies that he has enacted, the policies that he has put forward, they have benefited people across society. Ujjwala Yojana, the Congress has ruled this country and UP for I would say umpteenth years, and it's still. I come from UP, and
Do you think Congress is expecting its 60-year magic to be done in like 5 years?
See, that's the thing. So we are getting too anxious in 2.5 years. It's in months actually. We just have months of his. So talking about Jan Dhan account, right, or Ujjwala Yojana. Ujjwala Yojana has reached out to that weakest section of population that I think was not on anybody's radar. People thought they didn't exist. Those are the people who have benefited. The ladies in the house who were smoking, if there was burning wood just to cook, they were smoking about 400 cigarettes a day.
Sorry to interrupt. Let's enter the discussion around the electoral thing. Any factors affecting electoral?
Right. So, and I was just trying to say that what he was saying, that the policy.
But I'm putting the facts. These are the facts. These numbers don't lie.
No, you can make up the. You can look the numbers the way you want.
Bharatiya Janata Party is expert to making the numbers.
Yeah.
It's a number.
The real
They are
numbers
very
don't
good
lie.
to making the number and the fabricating the pictures and painting the pictures and are good and selling it. They're successfully.
I think people have just given their verdict.
No, I accept it.
Yeah,
I accept it.
We all accept it.
So
I accept it.
And
But
I can say the
right.
same thing.
Go ahead. Let's get back to the electoral discussion. So, Junaid, a question for you. With this result, I would say, with this, if you don't mind, debacle, do you think both the Congress Party workers and the citizens have completely rejected Rahul Gandhi? What do you think? Rahul Gandhi's leadership, I guess.
No, it's look at this. Rahul Gandhi himself, a very good individual, very good heart, clear, clean. He has a good agenda. He's not a crooked or he's not shrewd politician. He's backing off on that. But he has the intention to run the country and to reach out to the people in a good ways. Not other people that crooked like political thing. But
leadership and a politician are mutually independent. You can still be a good leader, not a politician.
But he's getting there. He's getting there. Now we learn from the mistakes after mistake after mistake. After this, I think the Congress party is gonna make the big changes in their advisors and the changes on the people.
Yeah, we've been hearing this from Rahul Gandhi's crew every single time they lose, election after election,
Right.
after election. So
No.
it's not me, it's not my heart.
No,
it's
it
your
will
workers'
happen.
heartburn.
It will happen this time. Now look at this. Let's talk about Goa. Bharatiya Janata Party forcefully snatch the power. It's called snatching the power. I mean, you are in a.
Yeah, we'll get to Goa.
Okay, you want to go back to Goa later on.
Yeah.
But Rahul Gandhi, let's talk about Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi learned from his mistake, his team, that he's supposed to have the right people. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Now, when you see the next election, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, and Gujarat election, he will have the better. You will see the better result for the Congress Party.
Yeah, regardless of which party won, which party lost electorally, I think the biggest loser in Uttar Pradesh election is Mayawati.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is not because of the number of seats she won. Her ideology has been completely rejected by the people, despite Supreme Court's decision not to ask votes in the name of religion or caste. Mayawati openly asked votes in the name of Dalit caste or Muslim. She was banking heavily on it. People have completely rejected her ideology. What do you think?
No, I mean, what Bharatiya Janata Party did. Bharatiya Janata Party just reach out to the people. What was the Nara? I forgot the Nara. It was bad Nara. I don't want to even say it. But Bharatiya Janata Party used the same card. He pulled the vote.
Reaching out is different, and openly asking and taking the name of the caste and religion and asking votes is different. Reaching out, you could reach out to anybody.
Listen to me. In the election time, everybody used their tantrum, whatever the way they could get the vote. That's a sad part of India. We can say it's a democratic country.
It's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. People use every single angle, every single loose point. Oh, you know what? I'll give you this. I'll give you that. I'll give you this. You give me the vote for the name of God, name of Allah, whatever you could say, and they reach out. And people, they're so voters. They just give it to them, whatever they feel like it, and if they're convinced, they give the vote.
What do you think?
Yeah, I
What
would
do you
like
think,
to add.
Pulkit? Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna-
Look at the way the tickets was distributed in UP, right?
143 criminals.
43
Which is,
criminals. Nothing coming from the minority community. Nothing from the BJP.
Yeah, but criminals are from both Congress and Bharatiya Janata
No,
Party.
but
Not
it's,
just one.
Bharatiya
So,
Janata Party was always saying we're not going to give the vote ticket to criminals. Sorry,
Yeah.
but they gave 143 convicted by the court criminals.
The convicted cannot contest.
When they are, they basically they are.
They are on the name of wives and
accusing is
their
one thing. I
relatives.
could say I could accuse anything on, let's say,
Yes.
sorry to pick on you,
It-
Gunjan.
it
But
doesn't-
that does not make him,
accusations-
he's
And
accused.
most of the time it's politically motivated. But even then, the accusations don't make a person criminal. We have a code. We have a law of the code which determines based on the evidence if somebody is a criminal or not. So, and
Yeah. Let's talk about the big elephant in the room, Samajwadi Party. What happened, Junaid? What happened there? I mean, not from Congress, but from a Samajwadi perspective too. It won a meager 47 seats. So what happened there?
Look at this. Akhilesh Yadav by himself, he's a youth. He wants to do it good for the state, and he did it. He tried in his term. He did very good for the state. The state is big, enough time. He worked hard for the state. Then they have the family dispute
Family feud.
with the other thing. On the
Parivarwad.
top of that, like Gunjan said, people of India and the voter is changing now. It's changing. It's like a fast track thing. If you do it good, you stay. If you don't do it good, if you just giving the Yadavs and giving like he said, you're just one
You dole out favors
right
and stuff.
to one caste and one society, you're going to be out. Because other society is not going to be. And same thing with the Mr. Modi. If you have the 4 kids in a family, and you just take one hand, and you take it with him, 3 kids gonna get upset. Minority, if you don't take Mr. Modi, don't take the minority, you watch. People gonna get upset. If you're a father of the country, take everybody. Pull everybody's hand.
But if we won 312 seats,
Yeah.
and one more thing to add, in this election, parties fought the elections, but ultimately individuals won. Parties fought, but individuals won.
No, individual has nothing to do with it. No.
BJP fought, Modi won because they
Yeah,
voted
Modi won,
in the name
yes.
of Modi.
Right.
Even in the case of Uttar Pradesh,
Right.
Samajwadi Party, had a cycle symbol, but they
Right.
voted in the name of Akhilesh Yadav, or it could be Rahul
Right,
Gandhi in
right,
Congress,
right, right.
and so on with the
Right.
even BSP Mayawati. That's what I'm trying to say.
No,
Okay.
it was completely Modi wave, and people vote to Modi. It even didn't vote the Bharatiya Janata Party. They know Modi is there. They want to vote Modi. That's what the Modi wave was, and he was very much successful. And I congratulate him and his party the way that he swept the election, which was unexpectedly. But I hope even everybody sitting over here, far from 10,000 miles from our homeland, and we are here to see the progress for our country. Whoever run the country in a right way, for the development for the country, for everybody. So that's, if Mr. Modi got the mandate, let's see what.
Yeah,
he
one
can
last
do.
word before we take a break.
No, I just wanted to add to that. The people of the state of UP or across the India, the younger population, they're looking for an opportunity. They're hardworking people. They're very skillful. They're very brilliant. They're all looking for an opportunity. You cannot fool people in the name of opportunity for too long. And people have decisively told them, look, bust your bubble. and I hate to say this, the AAP party's bubble got busted like anything.
No, I would like to add just one point here.
We'll get to that. It's time for a break. I know. Sorry, Pulkit. I know.
No, that's fine.
We'll give you more chance when we
Okay.
talk about
No,
Punjab.
people
No,
don't want to
We're
wait
gonna talk
anymore.
about Punjab.
Mhm.
All right, viewers, it's time for a short break. Stay tuned. Keep watching Mana TV. We'll be back.
అమెరికాలో తానా 4 దశాబ్దాల మహాప్రస్థానం. తానా 21వ మహాసభల సందర్భంగా తానా టీవీ5 మన టీవీ ఆధ్వర్యంలో థీమ్ తానా కాంపిటీషన్. మిస్ టీమ్ తానా, మిస్ తానా, మిసెస్ తానా పోటీల్లో పాల్గొనండి. తానా కిరీటాన్ని మీ సొంతం చేసుకోండి. అంతేకాదు సోలో సింగింగ్, గ్రూప్ డాన్సుల్లో మీ సత్తా చాటండి. మార్చి 11 నుంచి మే 7 వరకు పోటీలు. కళాకారులందరికీ ఇదే మా ఆహ్వానం. రండి, పోటీల్లో పాల్గొనండి. విజేతలకు మే 26న సెయింట్ లూయిస్ లో జరిగే తానా మహాసభల వేదికపై పాల్గొనే ఛాన్స్. రిజిస్ట్రేషన్ల కోసం సంప్రదించండి ధీమ్తానా 2017 team@gmail.com, tana@tv5news.net.
నారాయణ నీ నామమే గతీక, నారాయణ నీ నామమే గతీక, కోరికలు మాకు కొనసాగుటకు, నారాయణ నీ నామమే గతీక, కోరికలు మాకు కొనసాగుటకు, నారాయణ నీ నామమే గతీక.
Welcome to Pride of India Open Talk with Sridhar. What do you do in Experts Solutions?
We have realized what is the need of the market. People will learn the new way how to hire.
The Kailash of 20 years, 26 years back before going to USA and today's Kailash, how would you feel yourself today?
That time I didn't have anything. In MBA, I was only making $375 per month. It was very tough.
Hello and welcome back to Straight Talk. Let's continue our discussion on the elections. Now let's switch to Punjab. I know Pulkit has been waiting for a while, so let's give him a fair chance. Let's start with Punjab. In Punjab, Indian National Congress emerged as the biggest party with 77 seats. However, Punjab has been a subject of hot and spicy discussions because of the political pundits' prediction of Aam Aadmi Party storming to power. However, like Gunjan said before, and I agree with him, the voters are always smart. They make the right decisions. They think about the state. They think what's right for the state. So let's start with Aam Aadmi Party. It was projected to be around 50 to 55 seats, and it ended up with 22 seats with a vote share of 25%. So first of all, congratulations, Pulkit. The reason why I say congratulations is you made a foray into a new arena, into a new state. So regardless of the number of seats, I think it was, in a way, a victory for Aam Aadmi Party, considering it's a fledgling party. So what do you think, what happened there? How do you look at it?
So I mean, as you said, we went for the election for the first time, 25% vote share. Every fourth Punjabi voted for us. Yes, we had bigger hopes. I mean, somehow We didn't able to convert it. Probably whatever happened on the ground was not communicated, or something that we need to look at. It's too early to say anything about it right now. But you have to look at it this way. People are voting around everywhere for change. Look, all 5 elections. They were not for same party. Even though Goa was BJP previously, if it was a Modi wave, and it looks everywhere, but in Goa, they really didn't want. They were the second party. They form government, whatever the ways they do in J&K and other places that they have done. But yes, people were looking for a change. Probably they didn't see us as the change. They want us to see as a fighter. We have been fighting, that's what we do. I mean, I am a 32-year-old guy, was never interested in politics. None of us who have joined up might be interested before. So we will keep on doing this. We are there to help the locals. I mean, I was talking to a volunteer today from the region where I was in Majita, and I was I was talking to him, and he said, don't worry, we'll keep on fighting. That's what we do. I mean, we are there for the people. We are a party who wants to work for the humans. Party politics, all that, that's none of our business. People say sometimes, why you are into the politics? We are in the politics to change. That's what we are doing, and we will. Now, just to remind you one thing, today I guess there was some news out there that they won't be putting their Lal Batti on top of their cars, the new Congress government, right?
Right.
That's the change that we are bringing in Punjab. And yes, we heard from there, right?
Yeah, because Aam Aadmi Party came with a plank of non-traditional, system, right?
Yeah.
So to fight the system. That said, there's a problem. Your party chief is both an asset and a liability to your party. Arvind Kejriwal always, obviously, and you cannot deny it, he is the name on which people voted, right? He's the main face of your party. He always has a problem. He blames the media, he blames the police, he blames the people, he blames the voters. He calls Lieutenant Governor as a Congress agent. The next day calls him a BJP agent. So why is there so much disgruntlement in him? Why does he hate everything?
Well, one thing that I can say, he never blamed the voter.
Okay.
So that's out of table.
Okay.
But I mean, he is the person who represents
Well, he
us.
got mad at the voters. I mean, but blaming, I'm not saying he blamed them.
No,
he got mad at the
he-
voters the first time he lost,
No.
49 days.
But he never said anything about that. He said, okay, we accepted. We have always accepted. Never got mad. Anything came out. I don't think anything came out. Right? So the anger, when we have been there to bring a change, when there would be fights about not making the change. I mean, look at the things. The wage labor bill that we tried to propose it last time was delayed in the government by governor for 9 months, rising the salary of your lower level by 37%. If that takes 9 months, I am angry at it. I am fighting for that, and we will.
So what's wrong with the EVMs? Now he blames the EVM is a problem. When you got 67 out of 70 seats, then there was no problem with EVM. All of a sudden, Mayawati blames there's a tampering with EVM in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, and she says every other state is fine. Now, Arvind Kejriwal, Mr. Kejriwal says there's a problem with EVM tampering in Punjab. So whom to believe? So if you win, everything is okay. If you don't win, there's a problem with EVM.
This noise is coming from every part, every country, every state, and also every party. Recently, I mean in Delhi, Congress gave a memorandum to Arvind Kejriwal that yes, we want to get MCD elections done with ballot paper. In recent Mumbai election, there was a one councillor candidate, independent. He said, I got 0 vote, I voted for myself. We are not saying, okay, there might be some inconsistency. There's a voter verified trail that you can check with, and why not do this? I mean, when there's a serious suspicion in the system, you try to remedy it and clear it out.
Fine, you can ask questions, you can question anything.
So that's what we are doing.
There's a problem with Arvind Kejriwal is overconfidence or arrogance. I'll tell you why. I quote, this is what he said. He said in Hindi, I'm just translating. He said, how can Akalis get more votes than us? So is this not arrogance? Who is he to decide, who is he to pre-decide how many votes each party should get? How can you say that Akalis cannot get, regardless of the ground situation, regardless of disgruntlement the voters might have against the incumbency? The voter is free to decide and vote for any party he likes. he cannot decide. So this is a clear insult of democracy. How can you say that?
No, you can end this debate because this is coming from the people. I was on the ground.
Okay.
I was seeing this, right? This is coming from the ground. You can end this debate. There were 32 constituencies in Punjab that were doing VVPAT, right? Let's do a counting of the VVPAT. We have to end this. The one thing that we like is we don't want to drag the situation going on and on and on. Let's count and let's get it on with it.
And I'll get to Junaid, but before that,
I just want to make a quick point. I think the Arvind Kejriwal is the biggest opportunist we have in Indian politics today. This AAP party is a total scam party. People have seen through that.
I don't know if I like
in a
that
political
because-
sense. I'm not saying it's not like
They
a
can keep on saying
No,
what
I did
they
not
want.
interrupt you. Let me finish my thought. Okay,
Go ahead.
it's like a Ponzi scheme. They came with a lot of hypes. They have gone back on every promise they ever made. Now, Mr. Kejriwal now is saying, no, first of all, they totally lost the Punjab elections. You might have also seen the videos in where they're already celebrating, premature celebrations.
Yeah.
They lost.
Kejriwal's home has been decorated and the lanes were decorated.
Yeah, and they were deciding the chief ministers and all that. In Goa, they lost deposits on 39 seats.
Yeah.
Now, I tell you this. When Kejriwal makes a suspicion or an accusation, an allegation on, he has been in habit of making allegations and accusations, but he comes out and says that EVMs are somehow rigged. This is what the insinuation was, that somehow EVMs are rigged. Now, what he should first do is, he should resign because he was elected on the same EVMs.
Yeah. Just to add, it's not just Kejriwal, even Mayawati is saying that. But
So,
Mayawati
if
is saying
anybody who
Congress is
raises
saying
any
everyone is
question
saying about
on
that.
EVM must resign first, then go back, hold the elections on the paper ballots, and then come back and make allegations on. This is a very serious stuff. You are doubting the whole democratic process in which all the EVM tampering, the mock drill, everything has been done in front of all the agents of all the party. They are not on the network. They are not controlled by a central server. So this is absolutely ridiculous. They are totally exposed. They cannot face the people.
Yeah, Congress is surprisingly quiet. I'm not speaking about Junaid in general. The Congress party is surprisingly quiet on this. So I don't know, because it has no stakes to lose or gain. What do you think, Junaid?
No, it was, I know Aam Aadmi Party probably did not understand, Bharatiya Janata Party did not understand. Why, if you have to think, why Bharatiya Janata Party did not make a move in Punjab? Why they were lay back? Why they don't want to contest the election with the full power?
They had nothing to lose.
Okay, you know what happened? They don't want to see Arvind Kejriwal to be leader.
Okay.
They want Arvind Kejriwal to lose the election and let the Congress win the election. They did not.
So,
They did not.
This
is
BJP
coming
have
from
Congress,
Congress
arch rival Congress to win?
Why they did not come to the front? Why did not come to the ground? Why everybody was focusing in a different state?
Well, I don't know, but I can add historically.
Right.
Historically,
Right.
BJP never had great stakes in Punjab anyway. Never. It's not like it's not like if Arvind Kejriwal wasn't there, BJP would have won. No.
If BJP contests independently, not partner with Akali, BJP would get at least 30 seats.
But Akali is a long-term ally. They cannot
30
break.
seats independently. They could take the Congress vote seats too, but they did not, because they don't want AAP to get take a lead from the Punjab, and they don't want to do that. But it's an inner thing. But this is my just opinion, maybe. But again, Punjab election was different than the others election level. Let's talk about Goa. Goa, Bharatiya Janata Party basically is snatched, which is unconstitutional. When we have,
sorry to make you wait. Give me
No,
3 minutes. I will get to Goa. I know that's interesting because
because the thing,
Pulkit has some comments.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
so just I would like to make point-to-point things, right? So as this is coming from a Congress guy, really very interesting, that really they don't want to win. BJP didn't want us to
helping,
win. Yes.
Congress.
So yes, we understand it. That happened to some extent. Okay, we get it. But I mean, yes, there was a loss. somehow we were not able to, but we will keep on fighting, as I said. Now another thing that we were talking about, Arvind Kejriwal is always blaming and not putting
He
any
even
point.
blamed the election commission. I don't mind if parties blame each other, throw mud against each other. That's fine. That's all politics. But how can you blame election commission? In the Constituent Assembly, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said, Supreme Court, Election Commission, Union Public Service Commission, CAG, Comptroller and Accounting General. These are the 4 pillars of Indian democracy. If we are insulting one of those,
what happened to the 4 pillars of Goa? What you I mean, the thing is, so
Let me add something. Let me talk about it.
Yeah,
first.
let's finish Punjab.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll
So,
get to go.
no,
I promise. Junaid,
we will
And I have a
first-
counter to make.
Yes, we will talk about this thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
This EVM machines only, right? 2014, Subramaniam Swamy,
Yep.
L.K. Advani went against in the EVM to Supreme Court, right?
Yes,
It's not
yes.
us.
No, you're right.
Congress is right now, I don't think you know or no, they in Delhi said MCD, do it with ballot paper
Yeah.
to Arvind Kejriwal. That's what is going on. So it's not just us.
Right.
It's everyone is coming. So we are not just blaming, we are putting the facts. Now another thing, you are saying we
I'll
just
add the
blame.
court. You can continue your point. Just on the court
Okay.
topic, it just reminds me.
Okay.
The Madras High Court, the Thiruvananthapuram High Court, Mumbai High Court, Bangalore High Court, in a span of 3 to 4 years, they gave verdicts that EVM cannot be tampered with.
No,
So the
no,
same-
hold
But
on.
I'm talking High Courts.
Hold on.
Arun, you're living in the most technological place in America. You can temper anything in this world.
Right.
Anything. EVM machine is
Yeah,
nothing
anything
to
can be
temper.
tampered. The
I
question
mean, the
is,
thing
why doesn't
listen,
tampering come into play when you
no,
win?
but
Yeah,
no,
so-
can I
so
can I
the
say something? There is a constituency. The total of 600 voters there. You cannot. If one machine goes, 600 voters. We have the list of the voting list with the stamp. Voting list is 660 people. That machine got 2,990 votes in that machine. How that happened?
Okay, we'll have to wait for the report and numbers
Yes,
on that
so
part. but
one
yes,
more point,
how
one
that
more
happened?
point. Supreme
Yeah, go ahead.
Court recently said EVM is temperable. In Supreme Court decision, they said yes, there could be less cases, but so I would like to contradict with this point that High Court and everyone is saying no. Supreme Court did said, and it's a fact. They quoted that yes, EVM is temperable.
But the
So
problem is, Mr. Yeah, I'll get to
No,
you.
I-
The problem,
yeah.
Mr. Kejriwal, he has so much, I think, dislikenment towards Akali. He's not worried about any other party. He keeps saying, how did these Akalis get more percentage than us? So I don't know how he magically predicts vote patterns. Go ahead.
No, I just want to add this, that why is it that whenever you lose, you think of EVMs, right? When you win, you think because of you. I think that is the mindset people have defeated them, because they are in a blame game mode. If they are losing, it has to be something else. They can't lose. I mean, they are so invincible. They can't lose. Now, he's saying something. I don't know. He says that something around the EVM time. But are we? Junaid Bhai is here. Are we supposed to believe that in 2004 and 2010 Congress hacked the elections? Did we? Or in Delhi 67 out of 70, you got? Did anybody raise any suspicion that you hacked the elections? Now let me.
Mayawati won in 7, and Akhilesh won in 2012.
2014, L.K. Advani and Subramaniam Swamy went to Supreme Court against the EVM. That's the fact. Let's talk on the facts.
Okay.
I'm not talking about anything
Supreme
without
Court,
facts.
And so what did Supreme Court decide?
You want me to
You
put the
referred back to
judgment?
Election Commission.
You want me
You
to
should-
put the judgment
you should-
together?
That's what I'm saying. You should be able to put the full fact,
Right,
not the fact
sorry,
that
I have to interrupt. I didn't know
No,
this
no.
would be such a heated. I would have added more.
you can't have the
time.
convenient facts
But
only, you know.
yeah,
You have
sorry. Yeah, we have
full
to go.
facts.
Yeah, we have to go to Goa. I know Junaid raises 2 times, so I want to make sure he get a chance. So what happened in Goa? Congress came out, emerged as the largest party, but Bharatiya Janata Party formed the government. So what happened?
Okay, right now in Goa, you could see that air in the environment. That air is showing not the democratic system; it's a dictatorship. You can feel the air. It's an example of Goa. It's like you have the Constitution
We
says
have 3 minutes, so make it quick.
Constitution. If you have the largest number of the member, you win. You go to the governor. You prove your largest majority, and governor will give you the letter that you know what you can
Correct.
make the government.
Correct.
That's
You go to the governor is a key point.
Right.
You go to the governor.
Okay. That's a constitution.
Yes.
Now what happened? Bharatiya Janata Party went without the lowest number, and they got the 7.
That's because Congress delayed. It took its own sweet time. So do you think other people will not go ahead in the race?
Bharatiya Janata Party spent over 500 crores.
Okay, that
to
you cannot say. But
500 we'll get you the proof sooner or later. 500 crores to make this government, and I'm telling you, this government is not gonna run not more than 100 days. You will see they will fall, because lie cannot go longer way. This government will fall. You made the government
because post-poll alliance is equally important. So if you're lagging in the race, obviously it's all politics. Everybody wants to get to the goal post faster than the fastest. So Congress took time. Digvijay Singh took time. Vishwajit Rane, if you're talking about Goa, he himself, he's a Congress guy. He's so upset with Digvijay Singh that he did not take the timely measures.
But the timely measure is different thing. You have the absolute majority. It takes 1 day or 2 days. You win the election. That's a democratic way. Constitution says you have the largest number. You have to make the government. Go to the governor, submit your all the electoral.
If you take your own time, someone else will form the majority and claim majority and go to the governor, and they have equal constitutional right to claim.
No. If you're making your party with getting from the outsider or the different independent Vidhayak, independent MLAs, you don't have the right. Still, Congress has the right as the largest number. That's a constitution. And you put the constitution aside, you make the government, oh, you know what, we got the chief minister.
No, I don't agree. Because whoever, that's fine. If a party comes out as the largest party, but before they take action, if someone else, because that's why I said post-poll alliance is equally important. If you can form, you can prove to the governor that you have enough majority.
It's not it's proven. Congress has the
and that's why there was a floor test. There's a floor test on 17th tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. So let's see what happens to the floor.
There's a horse trading going on over there, so let's see what's going on.
Sorry, we have 60 seconds to go. So quickly, Gunjan and Pulkit. 30 seconds each.
I think when Congress Party talks about constitutional crisis, I think it's incredible hypocrisy. You cannot have. Congress Party was a party who has destroyed institution by institutions by putting their own people as governors, by dismissing Article 356, the first time used in our constitution by Indira Gandhi government
President's rule
on Kerala, and that's why we have out of sync state elections and these elections. Ramesh Bhandari in UP.
10 seconds.
Ramesh Bhandari episode, you all know. So this is the incredible hypocrisy.
UP there have been president rules several times.
Yep.
Several times. Now, I think it's a maximum number of times in any state in the history of independent India. Pulkit, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just amazed that we are saying that BJP don't do the constitutional crisis thing. Recently, if you looked at it, Arunachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand, it has just happened in last 1 year. They haven't still learnt it. People are watching it, what they are doing. They have seen in Goa, they were defeated and they formed the backdoor government. They have protested going on, not my CM.
Right. What did I learn from Goa? It lost deposits in about 90% of the seats.
Their bubble is bust.
No. This is our first election. We did projected our people. We have got our voter base. We will move on from there. We never quit. I mean, we are the party for the people. 40% of the population is below 25 years of age. We will keep on fighting. It's our India. We want to change it. We will.
All right. With that note, I know I had several other states to cover, Uttarakhand and Manipur. We didn't have enough time. But thank you, panelists, for coming to the show. And okay, viewers, as you've seen, we discussed the recent elections held. We discussed the mandate. We discussed the predictions. We also discussed that the voters will never think the same. Depending on who goes in the developmental path, people will always vote for them. Doesn't matter what the party is, they'll always vote for the people. They'll always vote for the party which will work for them, as we've seen. So there could be today's Modi wave. There could be some other wave. There could be some other tsunami. We don't know. As long as the parties work for the people, people will vote for those parties, cutting across all region, religious, and caste lines. Thank you for being with us today. We'll see you next week with another episode. Thank you. Jai Hind.